Bike Fam. The number one question I get when talking to friends is, how the heck do you get your overlays over your videos? And it's really not that difficult, but there's a couple pieces of software. Right now we're looking at Telemetry overlay. I will put a link in the description to this software. Just know that this is a paid application. And the first thing we need to do is go collect our video files and load them into the software. It's going to start by analyzing and optimizing. Optimizing isn't really required, and for brevity's sake, we're going to just kind of skip that portion of it. And it's going to process our telemetry from the GoPro first, which we're going to immediately discard because it's not going to help us do what we want to do. So we're going to hit the trash can here. And we're going to go to Strava in a minute here. And the other piece of software we need is Sauce. And that's where we get our fun things like the hot dogs and our power records on the left-hand side here. And once you install that from the Chrome Web App Store, once you click on the ellipsis here and export the original fit file, we're going to then process the data from a race I did in New Haven, Connecticut. So you see an evening ride. We're going to load that telemetry by going to my downloads folder and loading that file. And we're going to ask the software to redo all of the gauges. And this is the 2023 flavor of the data that I was doing. And the bars obviously disappear, right? So the number one thing we're going to want to do now is switch this over to something I've changed to for 2024. Yeah, this is what it looked like for last year's races, and I've made some changes because I like the way this looks a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to load another pattern, and if anybody gets stuck on how to kind of play with these custom gauges, the developer who owns Telemetry is really good about reaching out for support. But as you can see, we've loaded another pattern. So now everything is showing as our usual hot dog watts, but with a different slider. And you can customize those gauges. I don't like some of the pre-canned ones, like this one we have here for heart rate. I don't think they look very clean for what I want to do with the video, but to each their own. So we're gonna select this and delete it. I much rather have the bars and graphs because I think it makes a more visually appealing and self-explanatory sort of data visualization. Next part of the workflow is to make sure everything is synchronized. And so if we pause right there, we're at the start finish line, and we set here by using the lap counter gauge. That helps me synchronize everything else afterwards. Anybody who's been doing this since the Garmin Virb era knows this is a painstaking process, which is way easier with telemetry. And I've got this custom gauge in the right corner for adding the corner markers, which lets us know how fast we're going through each corner. So the first corner helps in two ways. One, lets me know that I've synchronized the video appropriately because that little blip is going to cross that corner at the right time. And it looks like we're pretty much spot on. As you can see, I'm starting to stomp on the pedals and the power's going up. So we're going to, normally we would have to adjust down here, but fortunately this data is pretty much in sync as it is out of the box, which is perfect. So let's scrub back a little bit, and we're going to set that first corner with that marker. I'm going to hit the space bar, set here, and then we're going to scrub forward a little bit more, get to the next corner, and get a little bit further back, hit it again with a space bar, set that as the second corner, scrub forward again for our third corner, and away we go. And coming to the fourth corner as Will Gleason flies by me, and set our fourth corner. So we've got all four of our corners set. So now we just need to move this up high enough to make sure that as the positive and negative values stack up later in the race, they don't run off the page. So just have to be cognizant of that. And at this point, I would be happy with this video and start doing some of the editing in Davinci Resolve. Everything looks like it's clean and ready to go. Again, the bar system here. Exporting, I just amp up all the settings. I've had hit or miss luck with blast rendering. Sometimes it works out really well and it goes very fast. Sometimes it crashes and leaves it in like a hanging state and you don't get a good file out of the video. So try it, see if your settings work better than mine, but it hasn't been perfect. And again, the developer that runs this software is really good at reaching out for support. So this is going to take some time, so I'm going to cut the video here. So if we fast forward to our finished product, you're going to see open exported, which will let us view the file in its landing folder. And as you can see, our video looks as expected. So that's a big win. And the next thing we need to do is import this into Davinci Resolve, where we're going to do the rest of the video editing. I'm not an expert when it comes to video editing, but one of the things that really helped me was to establish a custom timeline. So if I go into my settings folder and then go to my timeline folder, I've already got all of the channels and settings kind of tweaked to how I want my video to go. So I can layer videos and on top of one another. And I've already got the mixer set up for my setup, which works really well. So quickly just going through this, I can drag and drop a video and its audio will be matched up, and you can see I've got a front soft so that it doesn't come through as loud. And then I've got my background music already queued to go, and that way all of the levels are set up as they should be. And then from there, it's making sure that I've set up the right channels to record my voice like I'm doing in this video right now, and making sure that the right channels are set to go. Then it's a matter of going over to my record here and arming a channel for recording. And then at that point, basically, guys, that's all your creativity, how you're going to go through making this work for you. Exporting and uploading to YouTube is kind of self-explanatory, but I really hope this video helped someone, and I look forward to having some high-quality videos on YouTube from other racers. Guys, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys out there racing soon. Thanks. Bye.